I remember when my kids they had these chubby little legs and chubby little cheeks. And they started from crawling to semi-walking. You know what I'm talking about? That semi-walk when they first take those steps and they look like they're about to they look like they've maybe drank a little too much. And they're just kind of wobbly. And as a dad, I was so proud. And they fell down, and I was like, no, it's okay. It's okay to fall down. And then I would sit them back up on their chubby little legs. And then they'd give me those chubby little cheeks, and they'd kiss me on them, and I loved it. Can't wait to have grandkids one day. It'll be awesome. Sometimes we forget that God is such a good father and that he's just looking at your progress and going, I'm so proud of you. You're not building a house in the valley of the shadow of death. You're walking through it with him. You're not saying my identity is here. I remember we had this season where we were having trouble with our finances. I know none of you have ever had that season, but we had a season where we were having trouble with our finances. And as we're walking through the valley of the shadow of poverty, we were just passing through. But as we were obeying God and walking through, it's like friends begin to disappear. Come on, guys. Have you ever lost a friend in a valley? When God is taking you somewhere, it's not that he understands. Let me say it this way. Jesus understands what it's like to lose friends by being obedient to the Father. We're celebrating the resurrection today. And 3 days ago, Jesus had his friends leave him. So 3 days before the resurrection, when the cross was happening, he looks around and the disciples are gone. All the people that he'd fed, remember, 5,000. And we're not counting the children and all that. So all these people, gone. Why is this important, Brandon? It's important because he knows what you and I are going through. You just told me you know what it's like to be in a valley and have friends just kind of disappear on you. But here's how good Jesus is. He doesn't leave you sitting there. He doesn't leave you in the valley. He won't let you identify with I am a child of the valley. No. You're a child of the Most High. You're seated in heavenly places. You no longer live, but Christ lives in you. This life that you once lived, no more. And now the life that you now live by faith in the Son of God, who loves you, and he keeps a staff in his hand to beat the enemy with. Come on. This is our Father. And he loves to see your progress. He loves to see your progress. Ooh, write this down. This is a second point right here. We will struggle to guide anyone out of the shadows if we are fearful ourselves. Some of you have been through a valley. God has taken you through that, and he has put a calling in your life to find other people, to go back and find them in their valleys. Let me say that again. This side didn't get it. I'm going to say it over here. God took you through a valley. Each one of you have a story. Not my story, it's your story. That God showed himself faithful. He took you through a valley. And now he's put it on your heart to go back to find other people in that same valley. And there's this calling on your life. There's this purpose that's stirring up inside of each one of us that because he rescued you out of this valley. Now, I'm not saying you've been through every valley, because there could be some more valleys coming. but I know he took you out of the shadow of death. And that's what we're celebrating today, that we don't have to fear death. Because Paul said it, to be absent from the body is to be present with Jesus.